Now we're live. Yay. I was on for about 4 minutes before I realized that I had not publicly listed this live video. So now, um, sorry I'm late. About to do a little drawing. Gonna do a portrait of somebody. Alright, so here we go. First of all, welcome to the Art Project. Thanks for joining me. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy this show. It's recorded live in front of a studio audience. I'm just kidding, there's no studio audience. But, excuse me. So today is John Part's birthday. Anybody know who John Part is? Yeah, me neither. But I'm going to do a picture of him. No, I'm just kidding. I do know who he is. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he is a professional dart player, darts champion, darts competitor, professional. So I'm going to do a picture of him. Today is his birthday. He was born in 1966, I believe. And so I found a picture of him on Google, and he was born June 29th, 1966. Canadian professional darts player and commentator. His nickname is Darth Maple. Don't ask me why. Part is a 3-time world champion, having won the 1994 BDO World Darts Championship and the PDC World Championship in 2003 and in 2008, and he is statistically North America's greatest darts player to date. So, anyway, I plan on doing a picture of John Part. What's up, Nadia? And Golden Belt Boys T, how's it going? Long time. You having a good summer, I hope? So I'm going to do a portrait of a guy named John Part because it's his birthday today, and I feel like it. So here goes nothing. All right. So here we go. If you got anything to say, say it. I will try and pay attention. I have a hard time looking at both. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Slow start. I have a hard time looking at both the comments and drawing at the same time, so y'all forgive me. I'll try and keep up with both. So Jacksonville's good. Are you in Jacksonville? Jacksonville, Florida, I presume. Alright, let's see here. We're going to draw a little line right there. Draw a little line right there. Draw a little line right there. Ask me why, I don't know. Alright. So I'm feeling kind of flippant right now about this picture. So I may have to edit a little bit. What you doing in Jacksonville, Florida? I did a little photo editing to my picture. Alright, there we go. I know I'm being a little bit slow tonight. I promise this is going to get faster as I go. One of the things that I've noticed about all of my live shows, I start out real slow, but the final product I'm usually pretty happy with. So I'm going to save that. Again. I really ought to like prepare ahead of time, but I'm not so good at that. I got so much stuff going on. I'm doing all I can to get out here. Alright, here we go. You're at Starbucks. Bring me a coffee. That settles it. Bring me a coffee. Alright. So, sorry I've been taking so long. Here we go. I'm trying not to kick my tripod anymore. It makes my... Can y'all hear me alright? Like, is the air conditioner too loud? Any of that kind of stuff? Alright, so we're going to take... I've been starting this off like the same way almost every time. Find my little roll of tape. Take my little roll of tape. Make a little circle. Take that circle and adjust it for face. I'm going to cut the side of his face off right here. Not the side of his face, but the side of his circle. Gone. Then I'm going to start up here. Alright, my grandma said she'd bring you one in the volume good air is alright. What in the world does that mean? Alright. I like the part where your grandma said she'd bring me a Starbucks. I'm assuming that's what that meant. But what is the volume good air is alright? Spell check, dude. Spell check. Alright. Back to Darts Man here. Gotta find that circle in his head. A little crisscross here. He's looking straight ahead, like he's about to shoot an arrow. Not an arrow, a dart into the dartboard. And so he is like looking straight ahead. And he has really got a flat face. How you doing, Nadia? You still there? Alright, so this right here, this is his brow line, even with the middle of the side of his head. And then this is the middle of the side of his head, and it is the vertical middle, and it is in line with his jaw. And then this is his chin. Comes back up, goes up pretty straight side of his head, and then and then his eyes are here. His nose comes about right there. Alright, so that's his eyes. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, eyes, nose, mouth. Alright. I don't know if I've ever told y'all this, but like, I'm learning to draw faces basically live on YouTube. I mean, I've been practicing for a while. I'm an art teacher, and I know a bunch of the basic rules, but I'm still not that great at it. So, I can actually draw a face pretty good. Making it look like the guy in the photograph, that's a whole nother thing. I love this guy's lip right here. It is interesting. It's like higher on one side and lower on the other. Kind of unlike the other drawings that I've done. I don't know, maybe not all of them, but like some of the other drawings that I've done were, I don't know, maybe more complicated than this one. Wrinkles, and this guy's face is rather plain. very subtle curves. I'm using a Ticonderoga HB pencil. I love Ticonderoga pencils. I like art pencils like 4H, 6H to start off with, but I don't have any right now. Kind of trying to save money right now, and I haven't bought any new pencils lately. There's just like a tiny protrusion of a, there we go, of a cheekbone there. I do believe that's what it looks like, although this is a little bit more concave. That's better. Kind of has a double chin. Sorry there, John Part. I'm concerned about why no one's talking. Why am I the only one here talking? I just realized that I could do pop-out chat. Nice, that'll make it easier. Can minimize that. Alright, well hey look, I need y'all to participate here. Alright? I'm gonna draw, y'all chat. Talk to me. Straight up here. Yeah. And then back here. His ear. Whenever you're drawing, you look at where things are in relationship to other things. So like, here's his ear, here's his nose, and I can double check to see if that's right. And believe it or not, it actually comes down here. He's got a real interesting, like his earlobe is, he doesn't have an earlobe so much, it's like connected to the side of his face, like web. And then he's got, not really some sideburns, like Grandpa, what was that guy's name from the, not the, was it the Addams Family? Yeah, I think the Addams, or the Monsters, the Munsters. The Grandpa, he's got that kind of sideburn, only it's not gray. Then he does have kind of a receding hairline, but he's got, what do you call it right there? The Widow's Peak or something like that? Probably not that low. Y'all share, invite some friends. I like it, kind of like it when the whole plan is together real fast. I'm gonna make John Dart famous. Don't know who this guy is. He's a dart player. But other than that, don't know who this guy is. But we're gonna do wonderful things for his reputation. I hope. He's a nice guy. It's his birthday. Say happy birthday, John Part. Like, that's how simple it is. That's like all I'm gonna do. Oh, I say that, but here I go again. Gotta add some more right here. Honestly, I don't really know what the top of his head looks like. It's kind of cut off. So we're going to go with this circle right here. And a little bit of that. It's really just kind of slick back. We'll deal with that at another time. I don't think I usually erase all these lines. I don't know why I'm erasing them now. Every now and then I do weird things that I'm not used to doing. Alright. He's gonna look great. He look a little crazy right now. I'll wait till I get some color in him. What are some things that I know to be true about this guy? That's where I'll have to start, is places where I know it's true. You know what I mean? Like I got this picture here and it doesn't necessarily look exactly like it, but alright, when y'all stop in, do me a favor and say hello. Give me a thumbs up, and you don't have to stick around for the whole thing if you don't want to, but you don't have to stick around and watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but come back later. It'll be recorded and you can like flip through the good stuff. I keep starting to stop, but I'm a little nervous, I think, about starting them up. Here we go. I'm ready now. His eyes are like so simple. I mean, they seem that way anyway. Like, I always tell my students, you know, you got to pay attention to the details. What is it that makes his eye different than everybody else's eye? And I'm looking at this guy's eye, and I don't see anything. I mean, his eye is like textbook kindergarten drawn eye. A football with a circle of darkness in the middle of it. And then that's like pretty much it. Actually, I really think there's more to it, but I'm just not capturing it. It's not speaking to me. It's like a slit. It's the crazy thing about eyes is like the top is round. Sometimes the top is round and the bottom is just like straight across. What? So, if you're watching this video, chances are good that you're not watching it while it's live. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm basically sitting here talking to myself. Actually, what I'm really doing is I'm talking to anybody that might want to watch this video later. That's how I do these videos. Talk to the people that might be watching the video later. When you're doing pen and ink, you got to be like real subtle, or all of a sudden it's too dark. And you can always add more if you need to, but you don't want to put too much down at one time. These are just the things that I say every time I do a live show and I'm doing pen and ink. I hope not all of my live shows are the same. I really need to do another one of like Star Wars. That one was kind of popular. If you want to see me do more Star Wars, the one that I did with Star Wars was on May the 4th. It had Darth Vader. I did a stencil of Darth Vader, and I think it was just fun. Like people were checking it out just because it was a stencil, I think, or maybe because it was May the 4th. I don't know. Tell me down in the comments if you've watched the Darth Vader live show that I did, the May the 4th live show that I did. Let me know why you watched it and what you thought about it. Preferably in the comments of the Darth Vader video. But it kind of reminds me of like a president on a dollar bill or something. It's a weird looking lip now that I've drawn it that way. I mean, the way that I did the dots down there, I don't really like that. So like I said a second ago, you can just start out slow. You can always add more if you need to. So like red's probably a lot lighter than it's going to be in the end. Just stick around. If you got questions, ask them. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little bell to know about future notifications. Did not do that the right direction at all. It's alright. So I'm really just enjoying Saturday nights in my studio, like on a regular basis. Doing a little pen and ink drawing. Like you have no idea. Nice and peaceful. Don't have to worry about any of my family coming out and bothering me. They're awesome. I love to play with them, love to hang out with them. But it's just good to be quiet. Not that I'm being all that quiet. I can concentrate on drawing. I'm going to get my feed set up again so that I can have multiple cameras and multiple angles or something. But it's just taking me a little while. If you want to support extra, support my videos and make them better, feel free to click on an ad or super chat with me. If you click that little $sign down below the chat line, you can super chat. All about that super chat. Nobody's ever done that before. At least not with me. If you super chat, all the proceeds will go towards me. And actually my air conditioner for this room. I've got a kind of a temporary air conditioner right now. It's working pretty good. But it's actually my wife's air conditioner from her studio. My wife's a potter. Hey, Peach. No, well, okay, so technically you're late, but you're not too late. I'm glad you're here. Can you guess who this is? Better late than never. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing my cream soda. Well, I'll tell you who it is, Peach. This is John Part. John Part was born on June 29th, 1966. And he is a champion dart player. He was born in Canada. And basically, I went to the internet right before this whole live show thing started, and found out whose birthday was today. There's a website that like lists a whole bunch of them. If you'll recall, I did what's that guy's name? Frank Lloyd Wright a couple of weeks ago, because it was his birthday. Now here's the cool story of it all. I don't know if I've already told this on the video today, tonight, but let me tell you the cool part. Last week, I was driving along to a friend's house, and I found a dartboard on the side of the road. Somebody had thrown it out. And, you know, I'm a guy. I got a man cave. And it needs a dartboard, right? So I pick it up. And I didn't know much about dartboards. I mean, I've thrown darts before. I've played darts. I know how to play. But, I don't know. Maybe I know more than I'm letting on. But anyway, I picked this dartboard up. And it was a vintage Rooster dartboard. And so I picked it up, threw it in the back of my van, went to my friend's house, dug the dartboard out a little bit later on in the week, and noticed it did not have any numbers on it. I'm like, what? There's no numbers on it? You gotta have numbers on a dartboard. This particular dartboard was supposed to have metal numbers on it. And they were like made out of wire, and they were kind of welded in such a way that you stuck them onto the front of the dartboard. Apparently somebody had torn it off. Well, anyway, I've been kind of working on putting that dartboard up in my man cave for the last week. And I even went on Amazon and bought some darts. They came in. I've been throwing darts for a couple of days now while I work in my studio. Really enjoying having a new dartboard. And so today I get on, just before the show, I start looking up people's birthdays to see who I'm going to draw. And lo and behold, it is John Part. It is his birthday. And he's a dart player, world champion. I'm like, I just kind of feel like it's fate that I draw his picture. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's fate that I draw John Part's picture. Even though I really have no idea who the guy is. He looks like a reasonably good guy. Hair slicked back. Yeah, what'd you draw? Two girls hanging out at a theme park. Nice. Any theme park in particular? Is there a place where I can view this sketch that you did? Did you upload it to Instagram or anything like that? Universal. Sweet. Also no. Is that also no? There's no place I can look it up? Okay. I just had to trust you. I know it's awesome. Make it look kind of like he's got a beard or some scruff, but he doesn't. He just has some shadow. Oh, you didn't upload it. Well, there's a girl named Nadia who watches my channel from time to time. I see her usually every Saturday night, and we're friends on Instagram now, and I check out her drawings all the time. She's really good. Oh, look at that! I got a drip! Yay! It's all good. His shirt's actually not dark right there, but I don't care. You know, I just don't use enough drips in my picture. Like Andy Warhol said that if you were ever going to make it as an artist, you had to use drips. Maybe that's why I haven't made it as an artist. I don't use drips enough. I used to use drips a lot. I used to love dripping paint. I'm too precautious now. Oh, you do upload some stuff on Instagram? Well, if you want to find me on Instagram, you can look up Chad the Artist or The Art Project or Chad Brown, and you can find me. And if you don't, that's okay. I understand too. No pressure. Write that down. I think I talk too much and I never know what people are really responding to in the comments. Oh, you're gonna write down my name, find me on Instagram? Thanks. It's kind of, his hair is like really funny. And it's just like, I don't even know what it's doing up there. It's slicked back. But it's really kind of got some weird stuff going on, and then like half the screen is missing too. Let's see here. I think I'm getting faster at this. For show. Thank you, Peach. Never know what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'm pretty random. Well, I guess I'm actually kind of predictable. If I was just saying before, I think before you showed up, I was saying out loud, no one, that I just like coming out here and being able to do a little pen and ink. And so I'm not getting too crazy with it. I'd like to get real crazy with it and do something, you know, just real fun and exciting. I'm honestly just enjoying coming out here and being able to draw. And I come out to my studio a lot, but there's always this possibility that my kids are going to come out and interrupt whatever I'm doing. And so it's not easy. It's not relaxing. It's kind of stressful. I like to go in and play with my kids, but I don't like to be out here and working and my kids come out and bother me. I really want to like set my kids up an easel or something. I've got very limited space. I want to set them up an easel or something where they can just kind of draw and paint whenever they want to. But my studio is only about 6 feet by 9 feet, and half of that's taken up by drawers and cabinets and counters and easels, and I got a little mini fridge. I'm making part of his shirt up here. I don't really know what it's all doing. Another thing that I like that's going on here is that if I want to keep building it up, like I want to make him darker and darker and darker. But I kind of feel like that would be too much. But it's there, like there's subtle shadows all over his face. The only place that's really bright is right there, a little bit up here. Everything else is a subtle green. So we could go like that right there. Right here. Here. Kind of lost my picture for a second. I think there's some hair down here, but it's hard to tell with the background. Oh yeah, that's hair. Zoom in on it a little bit and you can see. Oh, that's alright. I was just talking to you. You had to watch the video later on and find out whatever all I said to you, because I don't remember. But I think one thing I asked was if you've been watching any of my other videos, or do you just come to watch the live shows? That's one thing I was curious about. I think he looks kind of better in a way with that hair right there on the back of his neck. I was also saying that I have a tendency to want to make these things a lot darker. Like I had him kind of light, and don't really want him to be that light. Now he looks like he's in jail. I have to quit before I mess him up. What do you think? Peach? Does it look alright? Can I quit here? You like it? My art is cool. Thank you so much, Peach. I don't know why. That just kind of made my day. Yeah, I kind of figure everybody has their own style. And even if I don't make it look exactly like the person, maybe it looks enough like the person in my particular style. I don't know if you're familiar with Rolling Stone magazine, but Rolling Stone magazine is, it's a music magazine, and they used to have, I don't know if they still do this, I haven't seen a Rolling Stone magazine in a long time, but they used to have this picture, like this portrait of a musician or something in the front cover, and it was always like really distorted and bizarre. But they were always awesome. Like, I really liked those portraits. Now, I don't know, like, how he came to do what he did, but just, like, my philosophy on the whole thing is that if you try and make the picture look like the person, it's going to look like the person to some extent, and then it's going to have your own flair. Whether it's, I don't know, creepy or humorous or dark or whatever it might be. So don't be afraid to just kind of do your best. I think that's all I'm going to do to this guy. Like, I just kind of like him. I like him like he is. I think I'm going to write his name here, though, because I'm going to forget who this is in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to write his name. There we go. I imagine he's probably still alive. I mean, he was born in '66, so he's not that old. I mean, he looks kind of old in my picture, but he's not really that old. So maybe that's it. Maybe this is my shortest live video to date. Let me I'm gonna draw. All right. I think that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it's a short night. think some of my videos are like 2 hours long. Some of my live shows are 2 hours long, but I finished him, so I don't see any point in continuing on. I'll go back and some of the other ones. I think last week I did this guy. Before I did Frank Lloyd Wright. Actually, this was not the week before this one, but back further. I don't know. I did some other stuff. I did Cedric, and I did Lauren. Tonight, John Part, the dart player, born on this very day in 1966. So next week we'll do that page. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Come see me again next Saturday night at 8:30. Lord willing, I'll be here, and I should have some other videos out between now and then. Check those out. Go back and watch some of my other live videos if you want. One of the great things about YouTube is you can fast forward through it. You can even hit the speed button and play it at twice its normal speed if you want to. I don't know. It's up to you. I didn't even finish my IBC root beer. I'm going to finish that here in just a minute. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Thanks for watching Peach and Nadia and whoever else showed up tonight. Timothy, it was great having you. Y'all share this with some of your friends. Maybe we'll have more company next week. Talk to you later. Bye.